on this point. You've got to see these thoughts. You, in essence, already know what I'm talking about, and it's creating a bit of fear inside you already at the moment. So, when you listen to this again, you have a look for yourself at these thoughts. It's particularly specifically in relation to people. So you have to look at secret thoughts towards people that come up in your mind that create a particular specific energy within you that you like. You still continue participating in those thoughts. You're not stopping yourself in participating in them, because from a certain perspective you still want them to remain secret because you like them. Makes sense? It's like a secret part of yourself that only you know about, so to speak, that only you think you know about. Okay. So with that, okay, that's now your deeper stuff that you require walking into with yourself. Okay, to start establishing a point of self-intimacy with you. It's not to judge what you see comes out. It's simply to see them so that you can stop participation when they do come up and not go into the energy. Okay? Because what will that will resolve at the same time is your tendency to go to a point of explosion, meaning, you know, where the energy starts building up and then one day you're just irritated and frustrated and you just want everything to end and stop and people to leave you alone and those type of things. That energy comes up because of those secret thoughts. Because you're in a kind of a conflict with yourself, because you like them, but at the same time you feel they're wrong or bad and things like that. Okay? So just stop that total polarity, you don't participate.
Simple.
Okay. It's going to be a different one in stopping participation, that because it's a form of addiction, energetic addiction. So it's going to take some patience, dedication. But, I mean, you can do that. Alright. Now your thought patterns that you require looking out for in relation to blame. Okay. So what is your first step within all of this that we've discussed so far? Your first practical step is slowing yourself down. Okay. When you start talking to people, participating with people, just start slowing yourself down. Make sure that you're here with yourself in breath, that your focus is with you. Because you have a tendency to go out there towards other people, towards other things, and then completely forget about your self-application. See that? You get so preoccupied by the moment or by the environment that your focus goes there.
Reactive.
More like preoccupied, meaning your attention is diverted to the outside, to people. Then you almost want to, you almost want to fall over your feet and try and help and do this and do that, but it's done with an energy of your focus or attention being on others instead of you directing yourself. Meaning, for example, carrying a water bucket. You'll, for example, do it within the focus or attention of the other person, thinking about what the other person, what you should do for them, because of your self-definition in relation to being a good person, or what a presentable male should do in this moment for a female, for example. And then you go into a whole energetic experience, almost doing everything in a rush, doing it quickly, wanting to do it this way, that way, and then you go into judgment and comparison in your head. Am I doing the right way? Is this how she wants it? You know, all those type of thoughts come up. Instead of you just seeing in practicality that there's a water bucket. It's empty. I will go and fill that bucket, and that's it. Makes sense? But you go into a whole energetic experience in relation to filling a water bucket because your focus and attention is defined according to a person. Makes sense?
Yeah. I never fill the water. I'm just filling something else.
Just giving you a practical example of what it is that you do in your mind. Makes sense? You have...
That makes perfect sense. In a lot of situations I can see that.
You have filled the water bucket. If you have a look in your experience on the farm thus far, you filled the water bucket for a female in helping them with the water, for example. So it was that example that I used that you participated in. Makes sense. You've forgotten about that. So you've got to slow yourself down a lot, Anton. I mean, if you can't even remember that point yet, filling a water bucket. It's showing that your mind is moving faster than you. It's a problem. Okay. You've got to walk with yourself as breath and being able to be the directive principle of you, stopping participation in the mind. Okay. So you see that point there with regards to your focus and attention being on others. You've got to start focusing on yourself more. You do that through breath. So that you're here, so that you can start seeing your thought patterns. Okay. So let me take it up to you tonight. Alright. Focus on the secret thoughts firstly, so you can start seeing thoughts in itself. Slow yourself down in breath. Alright. So that within the next interview we can start taking on your thought patterns of blame. Okay. Maybe by then, it will be in about 2 days' time, just by practicing some breath, slowing down, focusing on you, not on other people. Focusing on stopping participation in these secret thoughts, starting to notice these thoughts that you're having within you. So you bring those two applications together just for the next 2 days, see how you do, so that when we communicate in 2 days' time, we can start talking about your conscious thought patterns of blame. Through that, you'll be able to see it more clearly in relating to what we're talking about. Clear?
Yeah. Should I give the questions later? Or?
Yeah. We will, in our next interview, when we take this on, maybe write down the questions you have in relation to the interviews we do on a piece of paper. Bring it when we do our next interview, and then we'll take it on. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Till next time.
Thank you very much.